Hello everyone, my name is Sean Bailey, and this is my video submission for the MBA in Sports and Entertainment Management at the University of South Florida. There's a quote that says, "Love what you do and do what you love." We've all heard it before or some kind of variation thereof, but unfortunately not too many of us get to really live by it. A lot of people don't really understand what it's truly saying. See, a lot of people take this quote as vindication to just make one of their hobbies their careers, which is not really smart. Time after time, it leads to failed business or career ventures, which is not good. You see, the problem here is that a lot of people aren't understanding the difference between something that they're passionate about and something they just like to do, which could be detrimental. Professor Carl Newton of George Washington University once said, "Passion is something that follows as you put in the hard work to become valuable to the world." And I wholeheartedly agree with that. Serving as a faculty advisor for many organizations at USF, I interact with students a lot of times and I tell them about this quote. And I do so in efforts to help them understand that just because they enjoy doing something doesn't mean that they're going to continue to strive to get it done. This continued devotion really is going to have an aspect of commitment and sacrifice coupled with it that is really only comes through having passion. I have a passion for sports and for how they work. And I've always had this kind of spirit for as long as I can remember. I think back to when I was young and playing sports in the neighborhood with the other kids, and I was always the one to come up with a play for this or come up with a strategy for that and scheme for that game, to the point where a lot of the kids told me that I was taking the fun out of the game. But that's just kind of how I saw it. So kind of took the same mentality when I went to high school and played varsity track, soccer, and football. But I suffered a lot of injuries where I wasn't able to play much. But I stood on the teams because one, I love to learn about sports, and two, I understood that I could contribute more than just being on the playing field. So when I got to USF, I started to see great opportunities to get more involved in sports, and I tried to seize them all. As a freshman, I started to work with the intramural office, which was nice. And then my sophomore year, I got a great opportunity to work with USF's football team. For the 2008 season and the 2009 training camp season, I was employed as assistant video coordinator. I was responsible for capturing footage of the players practicing and editing that so that they could watch that, as well as the coaches, so that they can come together and make their craft better. I got a first-hand experience on how my work, along with the works of other departments put together, made the team and the program as a whole better. Working for the USF football team gave me such a great insight of the business side of sports, and only strengthened my passion and my strong desire to work in the sports industry even more. Beyond working for the USF football team, I was head of my fraternity's sports philanthropic events, Roberto Clemente Classic and Hoops for Hunger. Of those events, they brought awareness to certain causes, raised donations, collected food, as well as clothes for the homeless. Great thing about those events is that it gave me a good understanding of how I can get other people's loves of sports together for a greater cause. Now that I don't have an immense amount of experience, I love the work that I've done for sports so far. I see the joy that it brings others and myself, and I understand the purpose of the managerial role. And when I really understand the purpose of something, I don't view the task and the duties as something that's cumbersome. I realize the benefit that it brings, and I just don't look at them as a daunting experience. And this is something that I think that I specialize in, which is seeing the big picture. And having that holistic viewpoint helps me to tying everything together so that I can help whatever team or program or anything like that become better. And if there's one thing about me, is that I'm all about being better. So thank you for watching my video submission. I truly hope that I get honored with a selection, because I want to love what I do and do what I love. Thanks. Go Bulls.